Welcome to ChronoLogic's USB-inSync demonstration video number 2, phase offset compensation working with different cable lengths. In distributed test, measurement or automation setups, it is often necessary to use different cable lengths. USB-inSync products can compensate for the phase offset caused by cable delay, maintaining synchronization within the setup. Firstly, we will look at phase compensation with different length USB cables. For this setup, we require a PC running ChronoLogic's Control Center software, an oscilloscope to display the output signal, a generic USB hub, two different length USB cables, one with an extra hub for extra length, and two ChronoLogic Legato universal timing devices. Firstly, we will go into Control Center and set up a square wave output signal for both of the Legatos. This will be an identical signal. We will now click Sync Run and look at the screen of the oscilloscope to view the signals. It is clear from this image that the two signals have a phase offset between them due to the different cable lengths. In order to rectify this, we replace the generic USB hub with a ChronoLogic Maestro master timing hub. We go back into Control Center to set the same identical square wave output signal for both Legatos. This time when we click Sync Run, the Maestro master timing hub will automatically compensate for the phase offset because of the two different cable lengths. And as you can see here, the signals are now synchronized. By overlaying the two signals, we can further highlight the high degree of synchronization between the two signals. By zooming in, we can highlight this synchronization further. In step 2, we will look at phase compensation when using different length BNC cables. In the first setup, the BNC output cables were identical lengths. We will now replace one of the BNC cables with a much longer output cable. In this case, the cable is 9 meters long. And plug this cable from the Legato into the oscilloscope. We will now repeat this process while looking at the oscilloscope screen. Here are the initial synchronized signals. We have now disconnected one of the cables, and we have now reconnected the longer cable, clearly showing a phase offset between the two signals. In order to rectify this, we need to measure the cable delay for both of the cables. To do this, we unplug the cables from the oscilloscope and back into the Legato front panel. Now in Control Center, we can measure the cable delay, which then will allow us to compensate for it. In this case, the cable delay is 62.2 nanoseconds. We will now measure the delay for the longer BNC cable. Click Measure Delay, which now shows us that this cable has a delay of 103.4 nanoseconds. We now need to reconnect the Legato front panel to the oscilloscope inputs. Back in Control Center, in Sync Setup, we must apply output cable delay compensation. This is now turned on, shown here by the checkbox. Click Sync Run, and again look at the oscilloscope screen to see that the signals have been resynchronized. The cable delay is being compensated for.